Hey guys, so today I'm going to be talking about drugstore makeup that isn't that good or worth your money, so we'll get started. Okay, so the first thing that I don't really recommend that's a drugstore product is this e.l.f. eyebrow pencil. It broke really easily on this side, but I can't quite open it to show you because everything will spill out, but it's not worth it.
So the next thing that I wouldn't recommend is this Master Chrome. This is the holographic highlighter from the Maybelline collection. This is white and it doesn't come off holographic, and it's mostly just chunky on your face and it just looks like glitter. So I would not recommend this at all. So I'm going to swatch this and show you guys how it looks. It is pigmented, as you can see, but I wouldn't put this on my face.
If you're lighter and you don't have that tanned of a skin, it will look nice. But if you have darker skin, this won't really look that nice.
But as you can see, it's super duper chunky and there's lots of glitter in this. So the next thing I wouldn't recommend is this e.l.f. This is like a baked blush, I'm pretty sure. And it's super shimmery, so I don't really like this kind of blush. And it's not pigmented. It swatches nice on my finger, but when I put it on my arm, it doesn't look like this on your face. And I just don't like how shimmery it is because that would be in a highlighter and not a blush.
You could use it as a highlighter, but as a blush, it doesn't really pass the test.
This is also another e.l.f. baked highlighter and bronzer. So one side is bronzer and one side is highlighter. The bronzer is very shimmery. Like, I would not use this on my face. I'm just going to swatch this one as well. I wouldn't use this on my face, and I just don't like it. And then this is the highlighter. I had to dig in a couple of times just to get some highlight on my face. This does not show up, but it's nice for the inner corner of your eye.
The bronzer is too shimmery, as you can see, to be a bronzer, just to like bronze your face up, because it would just leave your face like really shimmery and glittery. So the next product is this Marmalade. It's like a nude color lipstick. The problem with this is when you put it on, first of all, it does not smell good. Like, the smell is very unflattering. And when you put it on your lips, it leaves a lot of chunks and gets stuck in between like the cracks of your lips. So it doesn't really come out as appealing as I would like it, and it comes out a little too dark. So the next product that is not also that good, that I'm not really fond of, is this e.l.f. Poreless Face Primer. And because it was cheap, I bought it, but using it, it's not as covering as I would have liked it to be. When I put it on and then I put my foundation on, I can still see a lot of the pores on my face. And it doesn't really cover anything, but I guess it was kind of like what I got for buying such a cheap face primer, but I would not recommend it. If you're gonna buy it, buy like the NYX one or one of the more expensive ones.
So this is the next palette, which I do not like. It's the Smoky True Naked CoverGirl palette. I don't like this palette. It just doesn't come up on the face at all. Like, it's not pigmented on the face. It might come up better when I swatch it, but it's just not good for your face. And the shimmers are not nice either, and there's a few mattes in this which you probably wouldn't use. I'm just gonna swatch one of the mattes. So this is the black. It's super streaky as well. And I'm also gonna swatch a shimmer.
Putting this on your eyes, even with a lot of eye primer and a lot of eye concealer, it's still really hard for the colors to show up.
Even with primer, we've tried this on our face and it just does not show up.
And that's the Smoky CoverGirl True Naked palette.
So the next one is this Essence Shape and Shadows Eye Contouring Palette. This is mostly for your brows. I've tried it for my brows. I don't really like the powders. The shimmer is okay, and so is this highlight shimmer, but I just don't like this. And I just don't recommend using this for your brows.
Either the colors are too dark or too light. Like, they just don't match the eyebrow colors.
The next one is this Gigi Hadid palette. It's a warm eye contouring palette. These are the shadows. They're super duper small and they're not worth the price. As you can see, you barely get any, and it just has a lot of fallout when you put it on your brush, and the shadows are just so small. I'll swatch one of these. As you can see, it doesn't even come up on my hand.
Yeah, it's really hard for the color to
I'm gonna try this color as
appear on your eye, so you would look like you're not wearing it, and it's kind of very overpriced for a very small eyeshadow.
Compared to the Naked swatches over here from that other palette, they're super dark. They're so much more darker than the other two that I swatched on my hands. The next palette is another Gigi Hadid palette. This is the eyeshadow palette. It's just a regular Maybelline eyeshadow palette, which is also overpriced for these shadows. There's a lot of shimmers and matte. These are basically like the other palette that I just showed. I'm going to swatch one matte and then I'll swatch a shadow. This one comes up a bit more, but on the eye, it does not come up at all. And then I'll swatch one of these shimmers. Did you see that? It just broke apart on my hand. So yeah, I just don't like these, and I feel like it's just too overpriced to buy a shadow which barely has any pigment, and it just does not look good.
So overall, as you can tell, these products weren't the best and weren't really worth the money. I would really spend a lot more just to get some more product and some more pigments on the shadows and highlights, just because if I'm going to be spending money, I'd rather spend it on something that will actually work and not something that won't. So just keep this in mind. I am not like a perfect makeup guru. This is just my opinion and how I feel towards these products that I have purchased. If you like this video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more. Bye!